Welcome to Reconstructed, where I take a beat, recreate it, and show you how it was made. In this episode, I'll be breaking down Heralds by Freddie Gibbs, which was produced by Madlib. I'm leaving the full, sequenced version of the beat at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that, and as always, make sure to subscribe for more if you like the video, as only around 20% of you guys are subscribed. Let's get into it. The first part of this beat is the sample, which comes from a 1978 track from Rolls Royce called Let Me Be the First to Know. The first part that was sampled comes right at the beginning and sounds originally like this. The sample was then pitched up about 4.5 semitones and was looped like this. Then, after some EQ distortion and converting the sample to mono, plus me adding a little bit of RC20 to make it sound more like vinyl to get a closer sound to the original, the final loop sounds like this. Next up, we have that little vocal bit that appears around the hook section of the song. This sample comes from the same song, but around the 50-second mark, and it sounds originally like this. Let me be the first to know. Just let me be the first to know. And I'll be there together we'll show the world the sound. The sample is then pitched up the same 4.5 semitones as the rest of the sample, and it was looped like this.
Let me be the best wish to know. Let me be the best wish to know. Just let me be the first to know. And I'll be there together we'll show the world the sound.
You're probably wondering how this is ever going to sound like the final track, and I'll tell you the secret. It's a couple of effects. First, there's some basic EQ and filtering, but the real secret is the flanger and chorus effect that is added to the sample, where if it's filtered and put into mono after that, you're going to get a weird garbled sound that's present in the final track, which sounds like this on its own.
Let me be the best wish to know. Let me be the best wish to know. Just let me be the first to know. And I'll be there together we'll show the world.
And on the rest of the sample, it sounds like this. The final part of this track is the drums, which are super simple but pack an important punch that make the track feel complete. The first is a basic 808 clap that is distorted and fed through an EQ to bring down the high frequencies just a slight amount, and you'll get a sound like this. This is followed by just a basic punchy low-end kick which sounds like this. Then, the one thing that really brings the drums together is a simple sub-bass on a sine wave pattern that follows the kick and sounds like this. And all together, the drums sound like this. And on top of the sample, and that's really all there is to it. Some simple loops, clever sampling tricks, and punchy drums that come together to make one of my favorite Madlib beats. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and stay tuned for the next one.